Hello everyone, and today I'll be reading Matrix Listener by me. So let's get into it. Now, Muichiro had many thoughts in his head, many of them, but he never really thought that he would have to think about this as well. He knew you loved piercings. He did not mind, and even thought they looked good on you. Besides, it was not his own opinion that he should be considering in the first place. You would be putting them on your body, not his. So he does not have to particularly like them. But he thinks he likes them a little bit too much. Because now, they were getting to a point of being distracting. A little too distracting for his liking. A little too much for him to handle. And that's when he realizes if there was anyone who could peacefully end him with just a look, it would be you. Because you were wearing that crop top, those tiny shorts that you were wearing as well, and that belly piercing becoming the spotlight. And you could not tear his eyes away from you no matter what he tried. It was like you were sucking him in, a black hole, and his eyes could focus on nowhere else but you. You were glowing. Perhaps he was exaggerating his feelings, but they were real. Every bit of them. And he just did not know how to deal with them. His heart beating faster than it should. The way his hands are trembling. And the way he's so nervous. Wondering just what to do. It's a little bit too confusing. And too much to deal with at once. But he guesses there is no other way to go about things. And the only way he could do this is by, perhaps, trying to be honest with you and telling you just how he feels and what he wants, though it seemed already impossible for him to do all of that. So, what ends up happening in the end is he just sits there and stares for a good amount of time until you yourself cannot bear it. Muichiro, do you want to perhaps say something to me? You say, turning towards him, and he looks nervous, blushing brightly. Oh, Wyan, No, I don't suppose so. There is nothing for me to say. If there is nothing for you to say, then why are you staring like that? He pouts, not really sure what to say now. He feels like he's been caught. Even though realistically speaking, he's not been caught and he's not been doing anything wrong, but it's still a lot. And he keeps playing with the hem of his shirt, unsure what to really say now. And then you smile, walking closer to him. Is it about my knee piercing? And after some silence, he nods, not exactly looking at you, and you find yourself chuckling because he was truly adorable and extremely innocent in his own way. He couldn't tell you how good you looked like in that ear piercing because of how shy he was, and you understood his feelings, perhaps not perfectly, but at least a little bit, enough to sympathize with them at least. And that's when you found yourself sitting next to him, your arms wrapping around him, as he let out a soft sigh, and he blushed brightly. Oh, Ryan, you're getting real close right now. And you laughed softly, cupping his face in your hands. You think so? He nodded, unsure of what to say, until you just kiss his cheek and hug him closer. You know what, Mitro? I think, I think you and we could do something special today. And his breath hitched at that, a blush creeping onto his cheeks. You think so? I think so. I mean, if you want to, that is. And you hug him closer. And then Slowly, he feels himself losing all the control he has. He's been trying his best, okay? And you're not making it easy for him. Teasing him like this, getting close to him, and looking so good while you're doing this. He's weak, perhaps, but only for you. And that's why he cups your face in his hands and kisses you, losing himself in the kiss, his hand creeping into your hair, and the other holding you by the waist. The two of you close your eyes, and soon he's breathless and pulling away, giving you a dazed look, before his eyes wandered back down to your piercing, and he found himself wanting to do a couple of things. Mainly one thing, which he started on real quick. He leaned down, then kissed your piercing, smiling softly as he looked at you, and you blushed, shivering. He did not expect this, not for him at all. He held you gently by the waist, as he kissed around your belly and your piercing, telling you how beautiful you are, how you were an angel, and how you must have fallen from heaven, considering how perfect and good you looked. You're amazing, Ryan. You know that? You have to, he whispered, and you could tell that Muichiro was dazed from how good you looked like, from all the feelings overwhelming him. His voice was different. The way he looked at you was different too. And it was too much. Too overwhelming. And too good for a moment. And then he bit you, leaving the hickey right next to your piercing. And he smiled up at you. Do you like that? You blushed, unable to form words, still processing how intense he was. But then you nodded. I think I do. Would you do it more? And he did just that. All for you. And even though he would say your piercing was very distracting, and something that truly prevented him from being his best self in most of the days, and losing a lot of his focus, he's not against it, because it truly is a good piercing, and it looks just perfect on you.